Hello everyone, welcome back to yet another political episode. So we are back today and it's Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving. It's a great Thanksgiving because we have Donald Trump going in to be the president of the United States once again. So it's going to be a very, very special Thanksgiving and something to give thanks, It's out of all days, it is today where we give thanks for moments like this, where we weren't supposed to win, honestly. I would say history told us we weren't supposed to win. I mean, I've been telling us all this time. I've been telling you all that, history, in this case, for someone who's been convicted, indicted, impeached twice, and then charged for an insurrection, you would expect there's no way he's coming back. But guess what? He's back. And I think this is, of course, there's no doubt about it in my mind that this was part of God's plan. This was a religious plan by God. God intervened in this case. As you know, this is the first time in history that was actually wrong. About usually for people that have been convicted, impeached twice, and then charged for an insurrection. There's no way in history they came back to power unless they cooed their way violently in. But Donald Trump was democratically elected by the people, which is amazing, absolutely amazing. So today we're talking about the state of Michigan and our down ballot results. We have Elisa Slotkin, as we had projected all the way through, winning re-election in a close race. Polls had indicated that, although I would have seen Elisa Slotkin win by 3 points, 1 point, I was not expecting it to be a 0.3%. So, very close indeed. A very tight race. Not as tight as Pennsylvania, but it was tight here. But I think Mike Rogers has conceded. I think he could succeed in a recount, but I think it's part of the reason is Libertarian Joseph Solis Mullen. He's taking votes away from Mike Rogers. I don't know. Maybe they could be never Republican sort of libertarians. It's not like they're guaranteed. I mean, it's not like we got voters like Douglas Marsh, who comes from the Green Party. He's taken away votes from Elisa Slotkin, 0.97. So I'm like, maybe it wouldn't have made so much of a difference. But you'll see the results, pretty interesting results here. You'll see pretty comparable to the results of the said presidential race, and that's how it was so close. The only county that was different was Saginaw, right here. It was actually tied. 48.7. The county managed to go to Slotkin by 11 votes, it seems. I don't think it's 11. Is it 11? 9? 10? It's definitely not 10. 57, 58, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68. 9 votes. It went to her by 9 votes total. That said, you can basically call the county a tie, in other words. Remember, there was a result in Minnesota, Tim Walz's 2018 run. One of the counties, Norman County, was a tie. But I want to believe that county was exactly a tie. There was no tiebreaker. It was stuck on one number. Let's go ahead and take a look here. Yeah, you'll see 47.7%, 47.7%. Doesn't really tell me the exact votes of the election, unfortunately. But yeah, you'll see this is the city map. I don't want to make this about my state, but you get what I'm saying here. I would say this is, in other words, let's see if Wikipedia has it as a tie. United States Senate election in Michigan. Okay. Yeah, it's a tie. Oh, look at that. My goodness. Now it's saying okay. Wikipedia, the AP, Associated Press, is saying the map looks, it's kind of a conflict of interest. Because now they're saying the county of Muskegon County, or Muskegon County. I don't know how you pronounce it, but that county is now flipped to Elisa Slotkin. Interesting. We will never know the answer. But Associated, I want to believe the election from Michigan, they're done counting. It's just extremely tight in these two bellwether counties. It's either going to go for, in this case, Elisa Slotkin, or is it going to go to Mike Rogers, or they're just going to go split ways? It's I'm unsure. Very unsure, but yeah, this is Saginaw. Saginaw went for Elisa Slotkin. Muskegon. I don't know how you pronounce it. It went to Elisa Slotkin also. Yes. Wikipedia is saying it will look like this. It's basically saying it's going to look like, but then again, it's 99% in. According to the Associated Press, they're 99% in when it comes to counting the votes. So we just have a little bit more. But here's the problem, though. Every county has been called. Like, you got Saginaw for Mike Rogers. It's called. It's not in light red, as you can see. In some races, they'll be called in light red. But in Muskegon, right here, it's in dark blue. That means it's been called. So there you go. It's a conflict of interest. The Associated Press has called Muskegon for Elisa Slotkin, and Saginaw County for... Excuse me. They called Saginaw County for Mike Rogers, while the New York Times, along with Wikipedia and the likes, they called Elisa Slotkin the winner in Saginaw County, and Mike Rogers the winner in Muskegon County. So it's very hard because there's nothing to count. They said vote totals certified, meaning they're done. There's no more to count, nothing more to count. So it's kind of interesting why these counties the results are different. I wish we could find more. Like, let's see if NBC is saying anything different. Okay, NBC has also said that Muskegon will also go for Mike Rogers. Same deal with Saginaw. Saginaw goes for Elisa Slotkin. So this seems to be the result. I don't know what's going on with the Associated Press. It could be a failure or some sort of error here. But it seems that Muskegon will go for Elisa. It will go for Mike Rogers, despite it being intensely close. Like, it's like only 100 votes. Well, actually, less than 50 votes. 50 vote lead in Michigan. So I would think this is a tabulation. I wouldn't take the Associated Press so literally. Because NBC is saying that basically it's the same result there. No county map from Open Secrets. That's not going to do us any good. We already got the New York Times. Let's see. CNN. Let's see what CNN is saying. I would assume the same deal. Let's see. Elisa Slotkin. See county results. Okay, wait, they were just loading it. Okay. Yeah, same results. I would say, yeah, this is the results, guys. Permanent results. Wikipedia is right. The map will be uploading to the thumbnail. That's right. I would not take the Associated Press. I usually count on the Associated Press. They're very accurate. But it looks like all the sources, they're saying that these two counties, they flipped of the other directions. But that is, of course, they said United States Senate. Let's see if there's other races. Supreme Court. Let's just talk about the Board of Trustees. Is the Board of Trustees a national race? I am not sure. But I'll tell you, going over that, for instance, the Board of Governors, Wayne State, Basutu, 24.7%. Republicans winning that race. Reddy wins at 23.9%. Board of Regents, University of Michigan, mayors is actually defeated. Well, I wouldn't say defeated because Elitch, the Democrat, also won. 25.1% there also. Board of Trustees in Michigan State University, Ballo. Yeah, it seems that the Republicans are leading here. 24.9%. Behar Cook, 24.2%. I do not know if these are at-large races. But what looks like that actually is at large is the Supreme Court race, where Harris Bolden, the independent, defeats O'Grady by 62% of the popular vote. Thomas, whatever is the last name, Thomas has defeated Fink by 61% of the popular vote in the said Supreme Court race. County results, I don't think we're going to get them in the said Supreme Court races. But they're unpredictable. If you really look at like the Georgia race in May, you saw Clayton County go for the conservative, and you saw Burke County go for the liberal. They're very unpredictable. Identity politics, people don't really know the party. It's so easy to know who you're voting for because of the party identification. But seeing that these are independents, you don't necessarily know who they believe, and not everyone. I don't know what it is today, but not everyone does their research with the candidates. And because of that, some people might just go eeny, meeny, miny, mo and just choose a candidate. Or otherwise, people just say, forget it, I'm not going to vote in this race. So, kind of interesting when you think about it. So, what do you guys think in regards to this video? Anyway, that pretty much is it. Let me know what you guys think down below. And as always, I will see you all in the next political episode.